Hey guys, so let's talk about how to start your own accounting business. So the hardest thing for me when I was starting my accounting business was the fact that I just didn't really like um, marketing and sales. It was kind of weird because it was one of those things where I knew that I had to do it. I just didn't really like confrontation. And when I say confrontation, it was kind of like, back when I was growing up, you didn't really want to argue with people. You didn't want to make people uncomfortable. You didn't want to say something that, would make people upset. And whenever I would do sales, it almost felt like, whenever I would try and say the price that I wanted to do, it'd always be like the business owners would either be like, yeah, that's way too much money. And then if I was to combat it or come back to that, then I would feel like we were starting an argument. And it would just cause me to like really shy away from doing sales a lot. And I would oftentimes take on clients that were a lot lower in terms of like the monthly price they're paying me, but I was just doing a lot more work and it was just ridiculous. And then like I would have to like come to their office to actually go and like get the records and get everything rather than just scanning it in. It was just ridiculous. And it wasn't until I really learned, marketing and really learned how to get stronger at sales that things really changed. And like the one thing that really helped was like this book called Effortless by I don't even know how to say it. McKeown. McKeown. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I know how to read the book. And what it really showed me how to do was like how to make things more effortless. So how to really do the stuff that you're kind of shying away from. Because like for me, I had to learn a lot of stuff. Like I had to learn how to do sales. I had to do sales practicing. Like every single day I would be going and I would like have a practice partner that I found on the internet, and I'd be like, hey, I'm trying to grow my accounting firm. You're trying to grow your business. Can we just like talk for maybe like 30 minutes every single morning and be like, hey, let's practice our sales calls. And I would practice my objections. I would practice the way that I present my service. I would practice the way I would ask questions. And I just kept doing it. And the reason why I was doing it was because it was just one of the hardest things for me. And I hated practicing. I was like, why would I practice? I can just do it when I go and talk to the business owner. And even in this book, it just kind of talks about like, do you ever feel like things are harder than they need to be? That's the number one intro thing. Something is important, yet you struggle to get it done. So for me, for example, I knew it was important to go and reach out to business owners, but the only way that I knew how to back then was to go and drive to their office and try and knock on the door and bring in like, I had like a brochure. Like little trifold brochure, and I would try and like get a conversation with them. And I hated that because it would always be like they would either make you wait for like 20 minutes or the owner wouldn't be in. You had to come in like the next day, or you'd leave it with the person and they throw it in the trash. And the only reason you knew that they threw it in the trash was because when you came in the next day, you could see it inside the trash. And it was just so frustrating. So I had to learn how to do marketing online. So that way I never had to leave my house, right? And the way for me that I learned how to do that was using LinkedIn. And it would be almost like I would just learn how to, go and target the right people. Then LinkedIn would start sending me like recommendations of different business owners who were in my area who like, could kind of fit this search criteria that I would set up. So I would tell it, go and talk to this certain kind of business, go talk to this certain industry. They need to have this kind of revenue level. They need to be this kind of many years in business. They need to be in this geography. They need to be like this type of business. So this many people need to work. It was just like, I just learned step by step how to do it, but it was just one of those things where it was like, I did not want to do it. I was so hesitant. Go ahead and click on the link inside the description to book a call. If you're not quite ready or it's just not the right time, that's okay too. Keep watching this video, keep soaking in information, keep utilizing the stuff that we're teaching inside these videos, and I'll see you soon when it is the right time. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.